Hey everybody, this is Shawn Powell. I'm actually going to talk about Exitus Elite today, but I'm going to give you a little bit of training in between. And one of the most beautiful things that I could ever see, ever, as for myself, and yesterday was my birthday, so I was kind of, I know this sounds crazy, but one of my downline was applying action, trying things, and just seeing, what happens. And y'all, I want you to understand that when you are in online business or any business, it doesn't matter what it is, you're not going to have all the answers, and that's okay. You're going to learn the answers by seeking the answers, and you're going to learn the answers by applying action. And I'm going to show you how much action I was applying, and even to this day, that I still do those what ifs, and stuff like that. Now, real quick, I'm going to cover Exitus Elite as well. It is a one-up system. It's a 7-year-old business. I've been with them working on my 6th year. I'm one of the top producers for the company. The best owner I've ever seen in online business is Paul Stevenson. His son, Jacob, does an excellent job in support. I could put anybody in this and not have to worry about anybody ever getting hurt. It makes it priceless, man. We make $1,000, $2,000 days, even though we have 100, 250, $500 levels plus the 1,000 and 2,000. Over 90% of the people come in at the $1,000 level or higher. So almost any time you get an email saying, that you've made money, blah blah blah, it's almost always going to be life changing income. When you go to check your email inside of Exitus Elite, and I think that's absolutely priceless. I'll show you how much money I'm talking about real quick, y'all. Let's see, this was in 30 days. This is 17,000. I think I made this. Might have been last year. But it shows 2 in 1 day, 2 in 1 day, 2 in 1 day, 3 in 1 day. All these were $1,000 commissions. Now, this is before we had the $2,000 level that's been added to it, to the G2000. So it's a pretty awesome system. Exitus Elite is a complete training system and support. It is a very powerful one-up system. Most quality system I've ever seen for any one-up. If I had to pick one system, and I did, to run with to make 6-figure income, it would be Exitus Elite. To this day, y'all, I still have some $3,000-$4,000 weeks, and I'm very leisure about getting out to people compared to how hard I used to, when I first got into online business and trying to learn how everything works. Now, I'm gonna come back and touch this up, but I want to go ahead and mention somebody, y'all. Charles Mahoney came in. It's been maybe about a week and a half ago. My birthday was yesterday. So my girlfriend, right here, this beautiful young lady, Stacy, actually got me a cruise to the Bahamas. So I was in Florida. So Charles came in right before we went to the Bahamas, and he sent me a couple of text messages and stuff like that. But he was really looking forward to go ahead and get his feet on the ground and run. Let me show you something, y'all. This is one of my proofs of income from I don't know how long ago. It might have been a year ago. It might have been 2 years ago. I don't even know where he found it from. Yes, when you come into our team, I want you to use anything that I have used to help me make sales. If it's going to help you, then it's benefiting me as well. I want you to do this stuff. But this is what he did. He put all this together by himself. So this email says to repeat after me. Say what? Okay, now here's the cool part. When it comes to emails, it should be a little personal, because what you write and somebody else writes is not going to be the same thing. I want these people to connect with me directly, right? So often when you're first trying to do emails, one of the best things you can do is go get in the back pocket of somebody that you think is really good at emails. Some leader that does a really good job. Now, me personally, that was always one of my weakest links. Ironically, I say it's my weakest link, but it could be one of my strongest ones I'm not aware of. Because when I write stuff, I have a tendency to be really elaborate, detailed. I tell people what I think about my business, what it means to me. And see, that's a little personal. If I stole somebody else's that way, it's a little, you know what I'm saying? It's just something that I think you could observe somebody else's layout for an email, appreciate what they do, and then go make your own version of that. I think that's fun. But if you look right here, it says, this picture is a beautiful thing. This is why we wanted online business for emails just like this. Repeat after me. Exitus Elite is life-changing income. Don't you just hate it when you see a commission from a website or affiliate system and you have to wait 30 days till you get paid your money, blah, blah, blah. So all this is right here is really interesting write-up that he came up with. It looks like himself. Now, when you do emails, understand that just because you put one together doesn't make it perfect. I don't really know if there is a perfect email. What I do want in email is understand that most people are using a cell phone. So if you type a decent amount, it might not look like a lot on a computer, but in an email on a phone, it can look like a whole book. You see what I'm saying? So less is more when it comes to emails for the most part. When it comes to a follow-up email or just a one of your emails that go out for your system every 3 days, 4 days, 5, whatever it's going to be. So do take that consideration. But most people are looking at a phone. Also, even if you think you've written a perfect one, go ahead and email yourself so you can look at this email and detect whether or not it's too big or if it's too small or whatever. Secondly, if today is your first day writing emails, and if 1 year from now, if you haven't evolved, if you haven't tried different things, if you're using that same email, you haven't learned anything. So it's okay to mess up. See, if you know where your base is right here, right? So if I have an email that's here, and then I add more text and it's too many words, people might not be reading it all or whatever, then okay, then I can go back to this. Or if this is, I go to this one and this is great, then I've learned something. If I go to this one and it's bad and it goes down here, it doesn't matter. I've learned something. If you know you're not going to quit, then everything you do is just putting you in the right direction. You're not going to lose anything. You're not losing because you're not quitting. That's what online business is about. Now I want to show you something, y'all. Emails like this and doing things like this is the path to finding your way. That's exactly how you do it. It's like I'm standing here at the front and there's all this forest, and I'm going or into a jungle, and my freedom is on the other side. So here I got my machete, and that's my first whack right here, y'all. This email would be it, right? So even though me and other leaders have made it, we haven't taken the same path. We've all had to make our own. So, and this is the path that we're making by using emails like this. Now I want to show you this, real important. This is color notes. I know you really can't see it. Just trust me on it when I tell you this. All right, y'all. When I first got in online business, and we're talking in the latter part of 2014, I needed something to take notes. And this is on an old S3 phone. Color notes allowed me to back up everything, right? So from my S3 phone to the phone I use today and anything in between, I've had everything I've ever written for color notes. So any kind of passwords or anything, and so anything personal I could use, I want as well. But y'all, what I use it for, I want you to see this. These are those. These are emails. These are a lot of messages or texts on Facebook. These are shortcuts. So if somebody says, hey, I'm ready to get into this business, oh, okay. And then I have something already pre-made that I could put there and just put their name or whatever and make sure all the links are there. One of the best things, I really didn't have a sponsor, y'all, to be honest, when I started online business, but the guy who got me in, one of the best things he did do correctly, and I learned from it, y'all. I watch everything, good or bad, right? You can learn from it either way, is when I asked for a link, dude, bam, it was right here. It didn't matter what the link was. So I wanted to be that person. I wanted to impress somebody when they said, hey, do you have the link to this? Or how do you do this? Or bam, there you go. So this also helped me stay that way on the fly or on my computer, or whatever, I've always had both of them up there as well. But y'all, I can show you. I can scroll for the longest, and there's probably about 30 on every page right here, and I'm still scrolling. You see what I'm saying? Now, this actually goes back. Now, I'm in 2016 now. But let me show you. I can show you the very first one I ever used. Work from home that works. See what I'm saying? These are just ideas. Hey, miss, I hear somebody, I'm not going to mention her name. Do you just, let's see, for Craigslist information. Yo, this is in the trenches. This is what in the trenches look like. I got free from a job in 6 months, and y'all, I can tell you, as simple as it may sound, color notes had a lot to do with that because that's what I was using. It was my tool so that I could be right there at the moment, trying things and learning from it, right? So I want you to understand, your path is going to be made by you applying action. And for me, one of the best birthday presents I can get is to see somebody like Charles, making this email like this. And to me, that's exactly what you want to do. You want to take something that's that you can ask somebody before you do it, of course. But look at this, y'all. This is the email right here. That's it makes a difference. It's trying those things. Now, who did I follow when it came to emails? Frank Calabro did a really good job for making it short and sweet, and I felt like they would work, right? So I would take the layout the best I could, the size of it, and try to use Frank's. And then what I would do is I would write my own emails, to variate from it. Another one that worked really well was Tim Chisana's. Now, he had a tendency to write long things. He would talk crazy things. He would put crazy pictures and grabbed a lot of attention. But the thing is, a lot of people wanted to see what he had to say, what crazy things Tim had to say, and understand that he was applying action and we could learn from everything you do. So if you needed to find somebody that's really good at emails, do not necessarily have to be in your business. It can be any business, y'all. Just jump into, go through their page and see what they send you so that you can learn from it is exactly what I would highly suggest you doing. So anyhow, I just want to show you an example of applying action, y'all. Yesterday was my birthday. I do want to show you this real quick. I had shown the other day that we had gotten a white, or we were going to go get a white Cadillac SRX. Well, it didn't work out. We wound up getting a black one. So I wanted to show you, this is the new one. This was me cleaning it yesterday. Really beautiful inside and out. I absolutely enjoy the panoramic sunroof that goes all the way back. Her family had a chance to see it yesterday. The grandkids loved it. Her daughter loves it. She wants one, of course. So anyhow, in the last thumbnail, we were going to go get that white one, and it just worked out that this one was going to be a better price, and the black looked really classy. So I'm very, very happy. To be honest, I only think the pictures do it justice. So, but anyhow, I want to tell everybody that told me happy birthday, to thank you for sending me birthday wishes and stuff like that. A little bit more training, y'all. When you do anything personal and you know that you can get a lot of people looking at it, and here's 64 or 65. I've got 2 Facebook accounts. They usually get about the same. So I've got probably about 120, 130 people that were looking yesterday, and 43 comments. Obviously, everybody putting happy birthday. And I got a lot of personal, ones also, but most people commented on this post because I posted it up there. Y'all, always put yourself there. Put something that these people can connect with every bit of the way. Understand that the way that I succeed is by letting people connect with me. That letting them see that I believe in what I'm doing. I'm be sincere, that I'm applying action, and I'm accessible. You do those things in every aspect of whatever you're doing online business, and you're going to make it. It's just going to be a matter of, okay, you don't have results at the beginning, right? Y'all, this is the way you need to think. I don't care. I'm going to make 50 videos, and I don't care if anybody gets in or not. That's my goal, as I'm going to make 50 videos. Okay? When you learn to think like that, then you take all the stress off of whether somebody gets in or not. And you're going to get more comfortable applying action. Your content's going to become better. Don't delete anything, because it's free real estate. If you're doing YouTube or if it's Facebook or whatever, y'all, it's fine. Just apply action and learn to make your path. Here's another crazy thing, y'all. And after this, I promise to go back to Exitus Elite. I just really wanted to touch up on some training here. I've got a lady, she does Craigslist. Y'all, I tried Craigslist right from the beginning. I probably made over 100 leads in a little, short period of time, but I couldn't get anybody to convert. No matter what I did, but she could. Some people can just do something that fits them. Then I can go to Facebook, and honestly, a lot of times I think her post looked better than mine, but for some reason I could get 60 to 100 plus leads a day. Something that people do when you're being sincere and you pick a way to get out to people and you go to master that. I spent 2 weeks on Facebook before I got really any lead numbers at all, and I got mad with it before I started writing content that meant something. And I learned that letting these people connect with you, man. Just being yourself, somebody that believes in the business. This is me sitting in with a panoramic sunroof right here. That is exactly what most people don't want to show. They think you got to be some kind of big guru, and it's not the answer. Being a guru is not it. Being a person that believes in your business, applying action, who is accessible, Those are who you need to be. Those are who you're. Dude, wouldn't you want a sponsor that's accessible? Seriously, wouldn't you want a sponsor that you turn around and see he's applying action? That you look on his timeline and you just see bam, 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 or in the Facebook group or whatever, or wherever social media gathering place that he may have, or the group has got. If you know that's the person you want, then become the person that you hoped that you'd have as a sponsor. And you're going to teach your downline to do the same thing. Tell them, y'all. It's not hard. I made what? I made 130 some videos. I think it was 130 some videos in like 6 weeks when I first started doing YouTube. I didn't even know how to edit. I just sat down with a $4 stand and mashed record. But the thing was, people got a chance to connect with me. And that was me. That was me sitting there whacking away, going through the jungle, trying to find my way. 6 months later, I'm free from a 26-year profession, y'all. It's this. In the ruts, getting out there, applying action, and trying things and learning from it, that's going to teach you your way. That's it. All right. So anybody told me happy birthday yesterday, I surely appreciate it, y'all. I do want to show you a couple of the Exitus Elite pages real quick, y'all. This is the actual page. And the reason why people often ask me, can I send them this? So a lot of times I like to show it in the videos. Future-proof tools and training. Up here at the top, I know you can't see because I got that blue thingy up here. Home tools, Genesis, training, compensation, about, contact me, log in, and join now. So all the information right here takes you through the little rabbit holes that'll explain like Genesis packages, the training, the tools, the compensation, how we get paid, stuff of that nature. So these are really nice looking pages. They're interactable, interact with you and stuff like that, y'all. It's talking about the different levels, the G100, 250 to 500, stuff of this nature. Now, one of the cool things is, if somebody hit up here to look at the Genesis package or training, they're not going to see the same as like this one right here or other. So there's several different pages that are created that's inside of Exitus Elite. So if you have one that you particularly like, you could just send them that link. Now, these are good links for people who have already seen your business and you want to impress them by showing them quality, because nothing inside of Exitus Elite, Paul doesn't put anything in there that is not quality, and that's not going to change. Now, what is Exitus Elite? Exitus Elite is a training series that has got its own sales pages, everything that's built in, really nice looking capture pages, y'all. I've used this one so many times in videos, and I'll continue probably to, just because I think it's one of the most impressive ones in my own personal opinion. Seeing somebody take this much time to put this much quality into a capture page, I think kind of sets the stage for how a system's going to do, in my opinion. And I think, or tell you what the system's going to be like. And so that's why I really enjoy looking at these pages right here. We have weekly webinars on Wednesdays. They're at 9 o'clock Eastern time. They are directed by Paul Stevenson, the owner himself. A lot of the top leaders are in there, so you'll see somebody like maybe me or, other people that's on the leaderboards So, and here's a beautiful thing, y'all. Even though I've been here going on 6 years, I pop into the Facebook group. There's always people, I don't know who they are, making $1,000, $2,000 on commissions. Sometimes they come in here flying, make $3,000, $4,000 their first week into the business. And sometimes, I'll see somebody's been there for a while and bam, they're just, every so often making commissions. This system to me is a no-brainer. When you can trust the owner and know that he's not going to make stupid decisions, it's going to kill the business. And if he decided to do something, we always have webinars that he would actually ask us prior before doing it to see what our input is. Sometimes we even shoot that down and say, you know what, I don't think that's what we want to do. Just like the G2000, we were asked, did we want to have this, and had webinars, probably a couple of them, before we even had, even implemented, and all these updates that get to put into the system, y'all, are awesome updates. So this is the kind of business that you really want to be part of. Now, why join me, y'all? I am somebody who applies a lot of action. I do a lot of, I know a lot of answers. I promoted using YouTube and Facebook. Had an old S3 phone. Y'all, I got free from a job using color notes. My Facebook account, two Facebook accounts to be honest, and just getting out to people. And then after I got done with that, I really wanted to pick another way of getting out to people. We had a leaderboard. I was number 1, but number 2, number 3, number 4 were all YouTubers. So I really wanted to learn how to do YouTube, and I knew the element was basically the same. Get in a business you believe in. Don't ever promote something that you don't. and just let go. Let these people connect with you. Tell them that so that they can tell that you believe in what you're doing, and that's going to be the answer, right? So that's what I did in the YouTube world. That's kind of what I did in Facebook as well. The exact same thing. It's the same elements, just different. And so in YouTube, I started off from day one, y'all. I was making 13,000 plus a month in the first 90 days when I came into just using YouTube. So to me, it's the same old, applying action, learning what you need to do, knowing you're not going to quit, and focusing it one way of getting out to people that fits you best. So I'll never tell anybody, you got to do YouTube. You just got to. You don't. Why? What are the benefits of YouTube? It's free real estate. You know, that's a big thing right here. But YouTube does evolve. I probably don't get nowhere as many views as I used to. Or if I'd gotten, YouTube videos 10 years ago before I even got in, I know how things are. So, YouTube and Facebook is not created so that you can go get millions of views per se. Believe me, it's about advertising. They're not stupid. That's for sure. Facebook was not created so you can keep in touch with your school friends and your grandma. I guarantee you that. You may think it is, but it's not. So it's all about advertising and stuff of that nature. But so things do evolve. And a lot of times, if you ever notice, you may not get all the views like you used to get at Facebook and stuff like 7, 8 years ago. It's because they kind of crunch down on you. You see what I'm saying? Because it is about them making money and advertising. So always understand that's what's taking place in the process. So here's my own capture page, sales page system. I've been with Powell Lead Systems now for, good gracious, y'all. May 7th it was February of 2015 is when I first came in to Powell Lead Systems. I used to make all my training systems, my 3-generation bonus training, y'all, that you get with this. Me and 2 other 6-figure earners show you how we do one-up systems. It is universal training, so it could be talking about this business or this business, but the elements still apply to be the same. Miss Adriana does a great job. She's my Generation 1. Really good in Instagram, stuff of that nature. So if you're really interested in those things, definitely focus on her inside my training. Generation 2 is Kelly and Jonathan. I saw them when they came in on day 1. They got free from the job really quick as well, applying a lot of action. I was real proud of them. Saw them asking the questions that get asked only by people who are applying action. Same thing as the email I got earlier. I just showed you at the very beginning. So people who don't have hangups, they don't care. They're going to apply action even if they don't know the answers yet, and then ask the questions while they're going down that path are the ones that make it. I was that way. They're that way. I guarantee you Adriana was that way. Getting over your hangups a lot of time is really what online business is about. And as simple as all this may sound, it really is, because I cut out all the BS of thinking that you've got to learn. I got free from the job, y'all, and I didn't know how to do any email marketing. I was already free. I was number 1 on the leaderboard, double in second place in a company with really good marketers already in it that had already been free from a job. And how I did that was because I focused, y'all. I picked a way to get out to people and I mastered it. I didn't need to learn how to do 10 things and waste my time, waste my energy, waste my enthusiasm and excitement because I was too busy with my face down being a bookworm. That's the worst thing you want to do. So please understand that, y'all. Go ahead and show people that you're excited, you believe in the business, that you're accessible. And people can sense that, y'all. They can tell. To me, I think enthusiasm is, contagious. People can sense it. When you believe in something, people follow you even if they don't even know what it is. And I do believe that's how that works. Okay, so what have I got right here? I'm going to go back real quick. I'm going to cover Exitus Elite extremely quick. This is showing you how real it is. This is, 17,000. This is me, number 1 on the leaderboard. I was telling you that. Sometimes I did as much as 350 members in a month inside that business. I had just got free from a job, May 7th, 2015. So I was in this little business here. The problem was, even though I was number 1 on the leaderboard, I was making maybe $4,000 to $5,000 a month in this one business. We only have $33 commission, so it takes an army of people. That's why I was making 350 members, which is what this is showing right here. So when I left there and went to a business like Exitus Elite, where these are $1,000 commissions, or $2,000 each and every one, or life-changing income for anybody, basically, right? I mean, if you owe $27,000 in your house and you made $4,000 this month and only took 4 people, you start thinking, wow, it ain't gonna take that many people. I can literally have my house paid off. That being in the right vehicle is so important, because if you are thinking you're going to get rich off of something and the vehicle doesn't even make sense for you to make, If it takes every person in your zip code to get that to happen, realistically, you're probably not going to make it. You know what I'm saying? But when you have something that has the vehicle, $1,000 commissions, where if you're getting out the people and I make 10, let's say if I make 5 leads a day, 5 times 7 is 35 leads in a week's time. I'm talking really low, right? Almost need. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So I have 35 leads in a week. Well, let's say that 2 of them out of all those are ready to do the business, and a third one that's going to do it when he gets the money together, right? Well, y'all, you're looking at literally 2, 4, 6, 8,000 to 12,000 at just the G1000. Now you got the 2,000 level. It could potentially be 15,000 in a month with even just 5 leads or 3 leads or stuff like that. So it doesn't really matter. To me, it's never been a lead race. It's about finding people that are connecting with you that are looking for what you have. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people go to YouTube, they're looking. I don't have to spring on, oh, this is Exitus Elite, blah, blah, blah. Most of the time, people already know what it is. Somebody's already shown them. They didn't connect with them. They're looking for someone that they can connect with, that's applying action, who's accessible, and that can be you. It's not hard, y'all. So what I learned, even the wrong business done right, which is that $33 business, is still the wrong business. When I left there and started going into these other businesses where the vehicle was right for making higher income, what happened, y'all? That's when the $10,000 plus months started happening. I remember the first time I hit 13, my goal was to make 7,000 in a month. I put it on my refrigerator. I blew past it so bad. I made 13,000. It scared me. It literally scared me. My first month I made $13,000 because somehow all this became real. So I had to take about a week for let all that sink in. And after that happened, y'all, it got me ready for $40,000 months or even more from inside of online businesses. And you may have that same thing if you ever, if you really decide to let go and make it an online business. All right. This is me making over $50,000. This is back in August 17th in 2016. It's the first time. 26 years doing restaurants, y'all. The most money I ever had in the bank was $15,000. It was just a trip to me to just, this is right after I started Exitus Elite. I was having $50,000, $60,000 sitting in the bank. Absolutely crazy. And this is even recently, y'all. I made this not too long ago. This is August 14th, 14th, the 11th. So this is 1, 2, 3. I actually made $4,000 in 4 days. I didn't put the other one in that came in right after, if I'm not mistaken. Still today in 2021, $4,000 in 4 days. That's what I was talking about. I only showed 3, but I actually made 4. $40,000 in 30 days. This is what the right vehicle does for you, y'all. For a right vehicle can allow 40 people to make you $40,000 compared to 50,000 people. I don't know how many people it would take, for a 33. It'd take a bunch, that's for sure. I'll put your first member in for you, the G1000, new G2000. I've been doing that longer than anybody else in the entire company. Since I came in 2016, I thought it was one of my biggest gifts I could give to my people is if I actually supplied your first member so we get you qualified. So every person you put in and every commission that you put in will be yours. So that's exactly what this is. You can run this business without any other marketing system altogether. All the capture pages, everything. I can go back in my back office from day one and show you the very first lead I had, whether or not they went further, if they were active lead, not active, if they became a member, if they upgraded. Everything is a really polished system in the back office. It set the way for many of the other one-up systems that have that you have seen and heard of copied our system. And that's a big compliment right by itself that somebody would go through the trouble of copying their company, our company, to make it look like, their company look like ours. So I've never seen a one-up or double one-up that go out of business. I can put anyone into this business without having to worry about them getting hurt or the owner making terrible decisions. That was the reason in 2018 I decided to quit looking at other companies and focus at this because of watching owners make terrible decisions and run it down the ground, or seeing my downline get hurt. I was done with that. I've never seen anybody get hurt in this business, myself or my downline, and I can put anybody, family members or whatever, smile from ear to ear knowing they'll be okay. We get paid immediately. We always make 100% commissions, and we get to pick how we want to get paid. Those are the 3 big elements of side of Exitus Elite itself. This is what the webinars look like, y'all. This is something posted up here, and then Paul's telling you about it, talking, asking questions. Always have a question to answer at the end, y'all. You can upgrade. So if you came in at G1000, want to go to G2000, you don't get punished. You just pay the difference. Paul Stevenson is awesome, y'all. I can tell you, the man has done an incredible job. He lives in Florida. I was in Florida. I actually told his son I was going to be that way, down that way, but a little bit further down than what I was going. I want to show you this, y'all. Oh, man, I didn't want to go that far up. Hold on here. 2.5 seconds. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. This picture meant a lot to me because I've really done this for my little boy. He gotten really sick, and this was in 2014. And so I started looking. We spent it was like $11,000 in medical bills in like 5-6 days in 1 week in the hospital. And even though I wasn't really broke per se, it made me think something could happen, right? So I came home and I started looking, and YouTube gave me some suggestions that worked, and that's how I started an online business. And my gears started turning. I just couldn't sleep, and I realized, y'all, after 26 years, I didn't have a way out. There was no, this is going to be it right here point for me. Wasn't going to get any better, so I knew that I needed to really start looking something else. The owner of the restaurant got fired. They literally took his franchise from him, and even though I ran his store for him, he was in there many times for 70 hours plus a week as the owner, and he did a great job, and everybody loved him. And I seen him do so much for people, and I knew that I couldn't do a better job than he did. And I was supposed to be the next in line, and I was like, you know what? I really need to start looking. And so that got me home, and I really feel like God pointed me in this direction. And come May 7th, I was able to get free from the job, and I felt like I should have been scared because all anything I've ever done has been restaurants since I was 17 years old, but I wasn't. I think I really knew that God was pointing me in the right direction, and that was it. So I put in more work when I came home, and next thing you know, it was #1 leaderboards, and that was what I did, man. Letting people connect with you is always going to be the answer. Branding yourself was always the answer. And I was doing those things without even knowing what I was doing. And that's why I flew up the leaderboards. Being sincere and just letting go, man. That'll do you the world of difference. But y'all see this, y'all. A little boy, half his age, he's 14 right now. I've been home with my son for half his life. And that is priceless. On my birthday yesterday, I go pick him up from school. We sit down over here and we play chess, listening to some music, often that he plays, some video game music, stuff to be honest, I don't care. I don't care. But what I do care is my son cares. And that's what I'm doing. And, I'm spending time with my son playing chess when even something as simple as that, I know not to take for granted, because when I used to work so many hours, it couldn't happen, man. It's one of those things, it's just crazy. But let me show you. This is him now. Well, it was a couple months back now, but yeah, from 14 years old, from 7, Dad was home for half his life, and that's priceless. And the right business, right vehicle, with you applying action, something like Exitus Elite is the most awesome business to change your life. That's for sure. So what you need to do, y'all, is go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Go ahead and put the little bell thingy up there, mash that. I want you to contact me. Tell me that you're ready to get in this business. Tell me that you want me to put your first member in for you. I'll go ahead and get you in there and get you started. And I'll welcome and congratulate you into the Facebook group. I do that with all our people. And y'all, I can tell you, this business here for 2022 can be life-changing for sure. And there's no better time to do it than right now, because the holidays are right here on us. Thanksgiving, we've already got everything for cooking. It's literally, I'm looking at it right now. She's already got everything for the cooking for Thanksgiving for the family. So it's right here on the show, and there's no better time to be doing online business than right now. So get in touch with me, y'all. Go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Appreciate it.